Well, as we've mentioned, Michigan is also one of the battleground states we're watching very closely at the moment. Our North America correspondent, Lebo Diseko, is in Detroit. Lebo, how's it going there?
Well, they're still counting. I'm actually standing in front of the building where that count is still going on. And Wayne County, the county which Detroit is in, is still in part of the counties that are being counted at the moment. Now, earlier on in the evening, around 1 o'clock, there was about 10 points between the candidates. Absolutely has narrowed since we've been here. It's been much tighter, tiny margin between them both. And Donald Trump saying that he doesn't understand how that can be. Well, the Secretary of State for Michigan saying it is because we are still counting. We want to make sure everybody's vote counts. This is not an attempt to steal the election or swing it for any particular candidate, and pleading with both politicians and journalists as well to be patient.
Lebo, is this a state that President Trump won last time?
Yeah, and he won it by a tiny margin, 0.3 of a percentage point. And what is interesting is that in 2016, we saw a massive drop in African-American turnout, 12% drop. Huge. This county, Wayne County, has about 30% African-American population. Detroit has around half of its population are black people. So, you know, if they turn out in large numbers, we look like we're on track for record turnout, and they have turnout in large numbers too. That could be quite significant.
Lebo, I could have sworn I saw you in Washington a few hours ago. You're moving pretty quickly around the country.
I'm so nervous. Like I woke up biting my nails about this. I was like, what is happening? And then, you know, quite quickly we were on a plane on the way here. And the reason is it's such an important state, along with Wisconsin, where Yelda is. Pennsylvania as well will be somewhere that both candidates are really watching. Whoever wins is going to really need these, what was called the Rust Belt, those formerly industrialized states, used to be very strongly Democrat. Donald Trump swung those in 2016, as we saw.
Lebo, given how hard the African-American community has been hit by COVID-19, has that been, do you think, one of the main issues, as well as the economy, where you are in Detroit?
Well, look, that is one of the reasons for high numbers of postal ballots. And as I said, the postal ballots that have come in do seem to have narrowed that gap. And yes, areas like Detroit, there are economic issues. There are also issues around, you know, racial and social justice. So I would imagine that those will play large, or will have played large, in people's decision in terms of how they chose to vote, what method they chose to vote as well.
Lebo, thank you very much indeed. Am I going to start using you as a weather vane, though, when you appear in the next state? Is that where we're going to have the next imminent count?
Can I just show you? I've got a couple of local papers. Nation hangs in the balance. I think it's the whole country, really, which is kind of on edge and doesn't know which way this is going to go.
That is what we're hearing from every state, isn't it, Jane? Lebo, good to see you. Keep on clocking up those air miles.